You know how we always used to laugh at Chinese cars? We were all sold this hilarious story for decades. Oh, it's a Chinese car, bro. Don't sneeze near it. The door will fall off. And honestly, for a long time, we weren't entirely wrong. But here is the genuinely terrifying news. That era of cheap Chinese junk, it is dead. It is buried. It has been erased from existence. China is now building cars so completely unhinged, so ridiculously luxurious, and so technologically illegal feeling that they are quietly making Rolls-Royce engineers sweat. And that right there is the exact reason Western media desperately wants you to think these cars are just cheap fire hazards not worth your attention. Because the second you actually see what they are building over there, you are going to start questioning, and that is what they do not want. So, today we are ripping the curtain wide open. This is the Avatr 12. It is, without a doubt, the most technologically advanced, mind-bending luxury sedan China has ever unleashed. And the wildest part? The rumors say this absolute spaceship might actually be hitting Canadian streets in 2026. By the end of this video, you are going to be equal parts amazed and genuinely offended that we are getting played this hard in the West. Let's go. Just look at the front of this thing. It looks like an alien spacecraft that got pulled over for speeding in a cyberpunk movie. Look at these headlights. They aren't just bulbs. They are these massive, razor-thin LED fangs that slice all the way down the front fascia, curving into this aggressive, menacing smile. They call it future aesthetics, and for the first time in my life, I think a marketing department actually undersold something. Notice what's missing. There is no massive, obnoxious, fake plastic grille to overcompensate for anything. It is completely sealed, buttery smooth, and aerodynamically perfect. But here's where it gets downright insulting to Western cars. Right below the headlights, seamlessly blended into the bumper, are 3 discrete LiDAR sensors. Not one giant, ugly taxicab bump glued to the roof like a wart, which is what we get over here. No, Avatr hid them flawlessly. This car is constantly scanning the road in 3D, reading the matrix, and probably judging your posture while you drive. Wait, let me back up because I almost skipped the craziest part of the front end. I told you there was a feature that felt illegal. Come look at the base of the windshield. Right where the hood meets the glass, there is a literal LED screen built into the exterior of the car. It's called the Halo display. It's a black panel packed with over 10,000 individual pixels, and it exists purely to communicate with pedestrians. You can literally have it display custom animations, say, "after you" to someone at a crosswalk, or show a charging battery animation. Bro, how is this real? Imagine programming it to just say, "nice blinker, buddy," when someone cuts you off. American regulators would have a heart attack. But it is the coolest, most unnecessary, ultimate flex I have ever seen on a production vehicle. Okay, let's move to the side profile, and I'm warning you, the envy is about to peak. Look at the proportions. This absolute boat is over 5 meters long. It's 16 feet of liquid metal sitting on a wheelbase that makes a Porsche Panamera look like a Honda Fit. It is rolling on these custom-forged 21-inch spinning blade wheels that look like they cost $4,000 a piece. The stance is impossibly low and wide. And the body lines? There aren't any. It's just one continuous flowing sculpture. There are no door handles ruining the aerodynamics. They pop out electronically when you get close. And these doors are frameless, soft closing, and fully automated. You don't yank them open like a peasant. You just stand there, and the car presents the interior to you like a loyal, high-tech butler. But hold up. You're probably looking at the doors and wondering where the side mirrors went. Yeah, they deleted them. Gone, replaced by these tiny, hyper-aerodynamic, high-definition camera stalks. I know camera mirrors exist in Europe, but the DOT in America has been dragging its feet on this for a decade. The way Huawei integrated the screens for these cameras inside the cabin will make you want to rip the glass mirrors off your own car. Honestly, this entire side profile feels like a slap in the face. Why do Chinese cars get to look like Bruce Wayne's daily driver while we are still out here getting thrilled over minor trim updates on crossovers that look like melted jelly beans? It's exhausting. Alright, take a deep breath, because we have to walk to the rear, and this is the part that is going to break the internet. Tell me what you see, or rather, tell me what you don't see. Yeah, there is no rear view. None. Zero glass. It is a completely solid, flawlessly sculpted fastback panel that swoops down into the trunk. Instead of looking out of a tiny, tinted sliver of glass through your rearview mirror, you get a massive, ultra-high-definition streaming camera view projected directly into the cabin. It completely eliminates blind spots. The taillights are these impossibly thin, laser-like horizontal bars that run across the entire back, and they perform a whole light show when you unlock the car. And see that diffuser? Down below, you've got an active rear spoiler that deploys at high speeds, and the whole rear sits so impossibly wide and muscular. Tesla wouldn't even try. Ford could never. BMW is probably sweating right now. This is a 5-meter-long fastback that makes people break their necks in traffic. And trust me, if you think the outside is crazy, you're gonna need a cold shower for the inside. But the next part actually shocked me. Before we get inside, I need to talk about the sheer violence happening under all this beauty. This isn't just a luxury cruiser. It's an absolute rocket ship powered by Huawei's Drive One system. You can get this thing as an extended range electric vehicle, but let's be real, the pure EV dual motor all-wheel drive version is the one you want. This monster puts down 578 horsepower and over 479 pound-feet of torque. This 5,000-pound luxury yacht will launch from 0 to 60 in a blistering 3.9 seconds. 3.9 in a car that looks like a VIP airport lounge. And it gets power from a colossal 94.5 kilowatt-hour CATL battery pack running on an 800-volt silicon carbide architecture. That means when you plug this into a fast charger, it practically bends time. It swallows electrons so fast you can go from 30 to 80% in under 20 minutes. Bro, this thing charges faster than my anxiety kicks in on a Monday morning. And the range? Around 430 miles of pure, uninterrupted, silent gliding. In the US market, people lose their minds if a car breaks 300 miles without catching fire. And you won't crash it either. Honestly, I think the Avatr 12 actively refuses to let you crash. You're encased in a high-strength aluminum alloy and steel structure, but the metal doesn't even matter because you have the Huawei Qiankun ADS 3.0 autonomous driving system. This car is essentially a self-aware robot. It uses 3 LiDARs, 11 cameras, millimeter-wave radars, and 12 ultrasonic sensors. It maps the world around you with centimeter precision. You're on the highway and an idiot in a clapped-out Altima swerves into your lane? The car dodges before you even have time to gasp. The omnidirectional collision avoidance is so advanced it can literally see road textures, potholes, and debris. It then talks to the CDC dynamic damping air suspension to soften the wheels over the pothole so you don't spill your artisanal iced coffee. It's that smart. Oh, and it has a full scenario valet parking mode. You can get out at the front door of the mall, click a button on your phone, and the car will literally go find an empty parking spot, parallel park itself flawlessly, and wait for you to summon it back. My own dog doesn't even come when I call him half the time. Okay, I've stalled enough. Open the door. Welcome to the bridge of the Starship Enterprise. I swear on my life, this interior looks more luxurious, more futuristic, and more expensive than cars costing 3 times as much. The moment you sit down, you realize you aren't looking at a dashboard. You are looking at a 35.4-inch 4K panoramic ultra-widescreen that arcs from the driver's side all the way to the passenger door. It sits high up, right below the windshield, acting as your gauge cluster, your navigation, and your digital side mirrors simultaneously. The resolution is so sharp and the animations are so buttery smooth, it looks like CGI. And floating right in the middle, a massive 15.6-inch OLED touchscreen running Huawei's Harmony OS 4.0. It is flawlessly smooth, no lag, no stuttering, no freezing when you try to change the AC. My current car forces me to wait 3 seconds just for the Bluetooth to connect, and this thing is running a literal supercomputer that lets you drag and drop apps from your phone straight onto the car's panoramic screen with the flick of your wrist. And remember that steering wheel? It's not a wheel, it's a Squirtle. A tiny race-inspired octagonal yoke that feels incredible in your hands and completely by design never blocks your view of that massive 35-inch panoramic screen. It's brilliant. But we need to talk about these seats, because remember what I said earlier? Yeah, that comes back in a crazy way right now. These aren't just seats, they are front dual zero-gravity thrones, wrapped in ultra-soft perforated Nappa leather. They have 14-way power adjustments, intense heating, cooling ventilation, and an 8-point spa-level pneumatic massage system. With a tap of one button on the central screen, the passenger seat reclines completely flat, an enormous leg rest extends, and it actively aligns your heart and knees to completely remove gravity pressure from your spine. You can literally take a full REM cycle nap while the car is charging at a rest stop. Look at your car center console. It's probably covered in that cheap, scratch-prone piano black plastic that gets ruined the second you put your keys down. Look at the Avatr 12. Every single surface is covered in premium suede, soft-touch Napa leather, or real open-pore wood trim that feels like it was hand-carved in a forest. The center console has dual 50-watt wireless phone chargers that actually drop down into the wood physically when you place your phone on them, and they are air-cooled, so your phone doesn't overheat and stop charging. Air-cooled phone chargers. The ambient lighting has 64 colors that don't just glow, they pulse and animate based on your driving mode, your Spotify playlist, or safety warnings. There's an automated fragrance system hidden in the vents. The air conditioning releases hydro nano ions to actively hydrate your skin while you drive. I am not making this up. It has a built-in skincare routine, for crying out loud. And the audio? It's a 27-speaker 7.1.4 surround sound system tuned to absolute perfection. It sounds like you're sitting front row at a Hans Zimmer concert. You'd think with all this sleek, sloping, coupe-like fastback styling, the backseat would be a cramped, miserable nightmare for anyone over 5'5". Nope. The wheelbase is 3.02 meters long. The rear legroom is absolutely absurd. You could easily fit 3 full-size, complaining adults back here on a cross-country trip. And the practical stuff? You've got a massive power trunk, a deep front trunk or frunk, and an insane amount of hidden storage cubbies inside the cabin. It's a road trip monster. You could fit an entire weekend of Costco impulse buys in the back, strap a stroller in, and still have room for a golf bag. The kids wouldn't even complain because the rear seats recline, have their own dedicated heating, and their own AC zones. And instead of those cheap, flimsy manual sunshades on the windows, the entire massive panoramic glass roof is electrochromic. You press a button on the screen and the glass instantly transitions from completely transparent to opaque white, blocking out the sun electronically. Sunshades are for peasants, bro. This is the future. So let's bring it all together. You are looking at a 578 horsepower, fully self-driving, 4K screen having, zero-gravity seat-equipped luxury spaceship with an electrochromic roof and a skincare-grade air conditioning system. If this exact vehicle had a Mercedes, Porsche, or even a Lexus badge slapped on the front of it, it would easily cost $150,000 to $200,000 in the US market. Easily. Dealerships would mark it up another $50,000 just because they could. There is no question about it. So, what's the price? The price is this. In China, the fully loaded top-tier Avatr 12 Max all-wheel drive with every single option box checked and the biggest battery pack they offer starts at around $44,000 to $55,000 US dollars. Yeah, let that completely sink in. That is cheaper than a completely bare-bones base model Tesla Model Y. That is less than a used BMW 5 Series. The price is an absolute unbelievable joke for what you are getting. And yes, America would riot if this came here at that price point. Our entire domestic auto market would literally implode overnight. It makes you realize how badly we are being ripped off for basic features like adaptive cruise control and leather seats that are actually just vinyl. So I gotta ask you guys a direct, honest question, and I want you to really think about it. If the Avatr 12 actually lands in North America in 2026 and it costs $50,000, would you pick this, or are you genuinely still sticking with a Tesla Model 3, a BMW 3 Series, or a Honda Accord? Be brutally honest with me in the comments, because looking at this thing in person, running my hands over the wood trim and feeling those zero-gravity seats, I don't think it's even a competition anymore. We are getting left behind. So what do you think? Is this the future family car or a future flop in the States? Drop your wildest thoughts down below right now, smash that subscribe button, hit like to support the channel, and buckle up. Because next time on Wheel Factor, we're checking out another piece of forbidden fruit from the East that might embarrass the entire Western auto industry. See you in the next one.